What if I told you that Gen V Season 2 just flipped everything we thought we knew about this universe on its head, and in the very first 3 episodes? Because let's be honest, when the show dropped, we all expected some chaos, some blood, maybe a few jaw-dropping cameos. But what we got was way darker, way smarter, and way more twisted than anything I imagined going in. And trust me, you're going to want to sit through every second of this breakdown, because the secrets hiding inside these first episodes are not just random Easter eggs. They're forbidden knowledge, the kind of stuff Vault would rather bury in a locked vault than let you see. Now, let me start with a personal reaction. I hit play on episode 1 thinking, okay, let's ease back into the Godalkin madness. Within 10 minutes, Dean Cypher walks on screen and suddenly I'm rethinking my entire theory board. Who is this guy really? A mentor? A manipulator? Or the most dangerous soup we've met since Homelander himself? And here's the scarier question: what if Cypher already knows every single move Marie, Jordan, and Emma are going to make this season before they make it? That's the level of suspense we're playing with here. And let's not even start on Marie's sister Annabeth, the character who's both absent and yet somehow the most present in these opening hours. Where is she? Why do I get the sinking feeling she's closer than Marie realizes? And what if Cypher has been holding her this entire time, waiting for the exact moment to use her as leverage? So here's the problem. These first 3 episodes don't just expand the world of Gen V, they set up a whole war inside Godalkin University. On one side, Cypher manipulating everyone like chess pieces. On the other, Marie, Jordan, Emma, Sam and Kate, if you can even call them a team anymore, barely holding on to their morality, their sanity, and in some cases their powers. And here's where I'm going to pause for 1 second. Because if you're watching this right now, and you love deep dives into Gen V, the boys, and every twisted secret Vought tries to hide, you're going to want to hit subscribe. Seriously, don't miss the rest of this breakdown, because we're uncovering things even Cypher wouldn't want you to know. Alright, let's dive into the chaos. Marie, the darker side awakens. Let's start with Marie. Because her arc in these episodes doesn't just set the emotional core of the season. It gives us a glimpse into how dangerous she could become if Cypher truly gets inside her head. We find out Marie wasn't just born at Godalkin, she was engineered as part of Project Odessa, a mysterious program started back in 1967 by Thomas Godalkin himself. And here's the kicker. Marie is the only surviving baby from that project. The only one. Think about what that means. Every other experiment failed. Every other child is gone. She's not just another soup, she's living, breathing evidence of something Vought desperately tried to bury. Now Cypher knows this. He doesn't just see Marie as a student, he sees her as a weapon. One that he can mold, manipulate, and maybe unleash when the time is right. And he's already started his mind games. That Hero Optimization Seminar. Yeah, that wasn't just a motivational talk. That was Cypher whispering in Marie's ear, planting the idea that she's destined for greatness or destruction. But here's where it gets personal. Cypher knows exactly what button to push Annabeth, Marie's missing sister. Every breadcrumb we've gotten so far, from Aunt Pam's quiet hints to the subtle way Cypher keeps avoiding the question, points to Annabeth being somewhere we don't expect. My theory. She's locked away in Cypher's vault. Imagine the gut punch if Marie discovers her sister's been in his hands this whole time. Would she turn against her friends to save her? And more importantly, would Cypher use Annabeth as the leash that keeps Marie under his control? And I have to say, it's not just Marie's story that feels darker this season. Even her wardrobe screams transformation. Gone are the lighter, hopeful tones of Season 1. Now it's black-layered, sharp clothing. It's almost like the costume department is screaming at us, this is not the same Marie. And honestly, they're right. Because when she walked away from Kate, leaving her on the ground, dying, that was not Season Fun Marie. That was someone colder, someone more dangerous, someone already starting to resemble Cypher. Marie and Jordan love our manipulation. Of course, we also get the other side of Marie, her relationship with Jordan. And look, I'll admit it, this relationship has me torn. On one hand, their intimacy feels genuine. On the other, I can't shake the feeling that Cypher is watching every move, waiting for the perfect moment to twist it into another weakness. Jordan admits they were afraid of losing Marie. Easier to be angry than scared, right? But Marie goes all in and actually says she loves Jordan. That's a big moment. But let's be real, on Gen V, love is rarely a shield. It's usually a weapon. And I wouldn't be surprised if Cypher tries to exploit this bond later in the season. After all, What's more effective than making a hero choose between the person they love and the mission they were born into? And remember, Marie never chose to be a soup. She never chose Compound V. She never chose to kill her parents. She was a child when it happened. So when Aunt Pam throws all that guilt back at her, you can see the cracks forming. This season is going to force Marie to confront that accountability head on. And my guess, the showdown with Annabeth will be where it all explodes. Kate the Fallen Queen. Now let's pivot to Kate. And if Marie's story is about potential power, Kate's is about devastating loss. She's gone from one of the most feared characters to a broken shell of herself. Prosthetic arm, scarred head, and most importantly, no powers. Think about that. In a world where power equals worth, Seifer doesn't hesitate to tell her she's useless if she can't get her abilities back. Imagine hearing that after everything she's been through. Torture, manipulation, betrayal. It's no wonder Kate doesn't even recognize herself in the mirror anymore. But here's where it gets even darker. Kate knows she's been complicit in atrocities. She admits to Sam they did horrible things. She knows Andre's blood is on her hands. And yet, she still craves Seifer's attention. That's the cycle of abuse right there. Seifer broke her down and now he's dangling validation like a drug. And here's my prediction. Kate's story isn't going to be about redemption. It's going to be about obsession. She'll want her powers back. She'll want Seifer's approval. And she'll stop at nothing to get it. The real question is, when she finally collides with Marie, will we see two broken sisters fighting on opposite sides of Seifer's war?